back again. So that's me back again, guys. Hello, everyone. I'm just going to wait for YouTube to notify us. Hello, Inim Love. How are you? Good evening. Happy Monday. Please like this live stream. Can you see me clearly? If you can see me clearly, please do let me know. I was live earlier on, but StreamYard was doing me strong thing. So I had to come out of StreamYard and back onto YouTube here. So yeah, so just a quick introduction while I am here. So my name is Wemimo, and I'm also hello Vivian. Hi, how are you? Vivian, I don't know if you have met me on my channel before. If this is your first time, welcome. So my name is Wemimo, and I'm also known as Thatmumof5 and also known as TMO5 Kanduko. So no, I did not come as Nurse Eliza today. I did not come as Nurse Eliza today. So just like I was saying, please like this live stream as you come in. So guys, just a quick intro. Just a quick notice that I know some of these live streams are much easier for me to do. So because obviously I work full time and in fact, I came back from work about an hour ago. So I go to work I leave home at 7 in the morning for work and I don't finish until half 5. In fact, on Thursday, I won't be back until 9 p.m. at night. So I'm going to be doing more of live stream in the evenings and then other videos, I'll try and do them during the week. So with that being said, I hope you guys will appreciate that. And also, a new segment is coming onto my channel where I'll be discussing health conditions like health and well-being, where we'll be discussing blood pressure, we'll be discussing blood sugars, being diabetic, all of those stuff, healthy lifestyle, we're going to be discussing that. There's going to be a section on that, which is going to be maybe a live video or a video that I'm just going to make and then upload. So guys, let me know any health talks that you want me to chat with you about. Let me know in the description box or my community channel. All right. So right, straight to today's topic. So today's topic is about PSquare. As we all know, I'm sure we all grew up listening to PSquare. They've got some, massive, beautiful songs. Like, I don't want to play any of them because, like most of my song, I listen to my song from on Spotify, and I don't want to receive any kind of strike from YouTube. So all of PSquare songs, I have them on my Spotify. Songs that I listen to, I love them. I love them. So I don't want to play them so that I don't receive any kind of copyright from YouTube, right? So PSquare have been in existence for a very long time. Like they have been a very long time, Is it their looks? And in case you don't know PSquare, so PSquare are they're identical Nigerian music artists who sing beautiful songs. They've collaborated with so many artists, like so many artists. They've won so many awards. Their music is just back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. Like they've done the best. So these boys, I believe there's no sibling who don't quarrel. There's so many things that have been happening with these guys. In fact, short summary. Peter. So they used to be called PSquare. So one is Peter. The Peter one is the one who is clean shaven. Peter is clean shaven, who is married to Lola. And Paul is called Rudeboy. He's the one with the dreads who recently married his girlfriend, Ifeoma. So both of them, and they have a brother called Jude. So for Peter has only ever been married once, and he's still married to his wife Lola. And it's been alleged that Peter's mom did not approve of Peter marrying Lola because I think Lola is slightly older than Peter. But after PSquare's mother died, Peter went ahead to marry Lola. So which allegedly angered their brother Jude. So they have a senior brother who's also called Jude. And it's been alleged that I think Jude was also in the music industry at some point, and then he packed up his music industry to support his brothers. Meanwhile, Paul also was once married with children, but they are now divorced now. And yes, everybody loved Paul's wife. They all gravitated towards her. But you know what? At the end of the day, the woman the family all loved, their marriage did not last. So now Paul is now married to Ifeoma, his young girlfriend. So I think it's better that Chioma Ifeoma is expecting a baby. So these two, it's been, according to record, they've separated as PSquare 5 times. If I count how many times, because I was reading upon their story, if I count how many times they've separated 5 times, and as it is now, if they ever come back again, I don't think the public will gravitate towards them the way they will have gravitated towards them if they were PSquare. Okay, so all of the songs that these guys have sung, they are most like pop. In fact, most of their songs are popular. I don't even think there's any of their songs that is not popular. There's one that Paul sang. It was like, if I no get today, I go get money tomorrow. See, when I listened to that song, it pulled a string in my heart because of the words in the song that, you know, I might not have money today, but I will get tomorrow. You know, please like this live stream. I don't want to play those songs because I don't know. I feel like playing it so that you guys will know some of their songs that I vibe to, but then I don't want YouTube to strike me, you know. I don't want to strike me. So we all know, like, if you're not Nigerian, please, after watching this live stream, just go onto YouTube, type PSquare and all of their albums. Like one of their albums that sold really well was Get Squared album, and it was nominated for MTV Awards, and it was nominated for Eddie's Awards as well. So most of their songs that they are known, easy, exactly. That's what in him you did there. And then the other, if I don't get today, I go get them tomorrow. I love that song. Like if I listen to that song, you always put me in the wife, behave yourself. Like, you know, when I ask my husband for something, he's not giving it to me. It's that song that we used to cool temper. Or I'm trying to ask my husband for something, and it's not agreeing to it. It's that song I will use to kukulu, you know, kulu temper for myself. So they've got like most of their songs are back-to-back hits. They can sing, you know, they can sing and they can dance, and they've got good looks as well. Yes, they are not available on the single market, but then they have everything like a boy artist or a man artist group could have, and they're doing well. And then another of the album which I absolutely love was Game Over album. That also won them more MTV awards. No, they broke into the musical industry. They're now heard in Sierra Leone. They're now held in the USA. They've got lots of concerts everywhere. However, there's been disaster among these people, among these brothers. So like I said, there are twins, Peter and Paul, and they have a senior brother, Jude. So it's been said that Jude was also once into music industry. However, obviously, maybe his kind of music was not, maybe it was just not making hits. So he decided to pack up his own music industry and decided to support Paul and Peter. So if you look at most of the PSquare songs, if you look at the director, it always says Jude Okoye is their director. However, like I said from the beginning of this video, please like this live stream as a comment. Like I said from the beginning of this video, that they've been separated 5 times, and the last time was, I think, maybe last year or this year. However, Peter, who is known as Mr. P, the one who is clean shaven, who is married to Lola, threw out a bombshell today. So he has released 2 different write-ups. So I'm going to start with the first. The write-up is quite long, so you guys let me know if you've read the write-up that he did. So he said it's an open letter. He said it's an open letter to his brother. So let me go to the beginning of the video, okay? And then I'm going to be playing some other voice recordings of, you know, how they got involved with EFCC, all of those stuff. We're going to be listening to it. So apparently, Paul has been claiming that he is the one who wrote 99.9% of all the songs. Come to the best of my knowledge, both of them can sing. Okay, both of them can sing, and the world does not need to know who wrote the songs. Both of you are brothers. Both of you are brothers. You do perfectly together. And like I said, both of them can sing. They can dance. For the fact that one of you is the one who's writing the songs makes both of you blessed, because there are some people, it's other music artists who write their songs for them, and they will have to pay that music artist for writing their songs. But for the fact that it's one of you that is actually writing the songs that you both sing, it's a plus for both of you. It means that, you know, your collaboration, your singing, your career will continue to work stronger because you do not have to bring an external party to write your songs for you. Like, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section, because these are part of the things that I think is upsetting Peter, who is Mr. P. So Peter is known as Mr. P, and Paul is known as Rudeboy. So Paul is one who has dreads. So let's start with the open letter he wrote. So he wrote an open letter to his brother. And, you know, reading that letter, reading that note, oh my God, it touched my heart. It actually got into me. So let me find this right up. So there's so he made first post. The first post was about him, open letter to my dear brother Paul Okoye. Let me find the yes. So let's read it together so you guys can listen. So it started, so the letter, I'm going to read it from my phone here. It said, open letter to my dear brother Paul Okoye, aka Rudeboy. So he said, my dear brother Paul, just like I have told you several times, I am not in any competition with you. So this is Peter saying that he's not in any competition with his brother Paul. However, seeing you grant countless interviews where you constantly discredit my efforts in a group that we both created and built together really speaks volumes. In your recent interviews, you claim that you wrote and sang 99% of all PSquare songs and discredited me by saying that our song T.I.A.G.I.J.O., I think they sang that song with another international artist, which I wrote. So Peter is claiming that you wrote this particular song, A.G.I.J.O. He said Paul claimed that song was a failure because it was the one that wrote it. So Paul said the song that Peter wrote, A.G.I.J.O., is a failure. You went as far as using the YouTube views to discredit me once again. And then Peter went on to write, you never acknowledge the other songs like Get Squared, Busybody. So these are some of their hit songs. So this is Peter writing to Paul saying, you never acknowledge me in these other songs like Get Squared, Busybody, Personally, Personally, Roll It, Temptation, Alingo, More Than a Friend, Shaking It, Say Your Love, No They Die, you know that song, Give Me That, Senorita, Igbedu, and a few others. Were these songs also considered failures as well? So I believe Peter is telling us that this song that he has mentioned, that he was the one who actually wrote them. But then he's now asking Paul, are these songs failures as well? So that's the first slide of the letter. And he said, Peter continued to say that every time I have spoken in interviews about PSquare, I have always used we in quotes and us in quote because I saw us as a team. But whenever you speak, that is Paul, whenever Paul speak, it's always I and me. In him Lord say, I go deal with you personally. Exactly. One of the songs I love. So it's as if, so he said, but whenever you, Paul, speaks, it's always I and me. Even when I'm standing right beside you, it's as if I never existed. So these are the things that is upsetting Peter. He continued, my brother, you know, looking at this write-up, it still shows that he loves his twin brother, Paul. Peter loves his twin brother because, you know, the way reading this is well written, is calm. There's no goes, there's no shouting or anything like that. There's no sentiment, there's no argument, there's no bitterness in this write-up. To read it, okay? He said, my brother, neither of us is the most talented artist in the world, but you fail to understand that God gave us this talent and even granted us another chance to excel after our last breakup. Like I told you guys, they've broken up 5 times now. Instead, you choose to turn the most awarded and decorated music group in Africa into a laughingstock again. Like I said, they are widely known in the world. Please like this live stream as you come in. He continued, one thing you need to understand clearly is that the fans didn't fall in love with PSquare because of who sang or danced the most. Just like I told you guys, both of them can sing, they can dance. Do I really want to know which of them was writing all the songs? No, because the world fell in love with both of them. So he said the fans didn't fall in love with PSquare because of who sang or danced the most. What made us special was the magic that came from our combined efforts. Us two. PSquare was a force, and the fans fell in love with PSquare because of our uniqueness and unity. We both have talent, no doubt. Yes, they both have talent, and that's no doubt. And I've often praised you in our interviews for your songwriting ability. I have also praised anyone who has ever written a song for us, or even for me as Mr. P. But instead of showing gratitude for my kind words, you seem to find satisfaction in rubbing it to my face, forgetting that it is by God's grace that we have come this far. So this is Peter, writing to Paul to let him know what he feels. Rather than joining forces with me to reclaim our number one spot in the music industry, you choose to team up with Jude. So Jude is their elder brother, to claim the number one spot on the PSquare group, always looking for opportunities to marginalize and humiliate me. You're always claiming to be PSquare's songwriter, composer, producer, singer, backup vocalist. In fact, you are everything PSquare's video director, band, promoter, manager, even the choreographer. You are the author and finisher of PSquare. In fact, I dash you 100% of everything instead of the 99% you claimed. This is quite deep. Okay. So Peter continues saying, I blame myself for not responding to your tweet claims in April 2015. Paul came out in 2015 to say that it was the one who wrote all the music. So then Peter did not reply him. So that's why he's regretting, and I blame myself for not responding to your tweet claims in April 2015 that you wrote and sang all of PSquare songs. I didn't respond to these false claims for the sake of peace as advised by family and friends, and now I am paying dearly for it. So, my brother, let me ask you, is Rudeboy or Mr. P bigger and more successful than PSquare today? No, because both of them together are a force that cannot be matched. Both of them together as PSquare, they stand gidigba, that nothing can shake them. So, without them as PSquare today, I don't think they will. The energy will not be the same if they were to be PSquare. Like, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you really think is actually happening between these brothers, even with this write-up that Peter made? So Peter also continued, are we individually selling out arenas and stadiums like PSquare used to? The answer is no. Are we topping world music charts with our songs as solo artists? The answer is no. Do we command crowds and entertain massive audiences like PSquare? In my own opinion, it's all no to all these questions Peter was asking Paul in this write-up. So he continued by saying, I often find myself wondering, what do you truly gain by constantly disrespecting and belittling me all the time? You have disrespected my wife, disrespected my family, disrespected my talent, disrespected my ideas, and even sided with Jude when he was clearly trying to oppress me. Now, it feels like you have taken it even further by trying so hard to turn the fans against me by making them believe I am jealous of you. This is deep, right, guys? It is deep. And I actually felt a bit mushy for him. You have been doing everything for the fans to hate me. But guess what? They will never hate me. Instead, they will hate both of us because we have disappointed and failed them. I hope you are happy now. I genuinely wish you nothing but the best, bro. As for those who believe these lies and false narratives and come to my page to drop negative comments, in fact, some commenters no go enter heaven. Some commenters, they no go enter heaven. I can understand because you have been fed the wrong narrative for a very long time. Please allow me to focus and do my music in peace. As for the EFCC matter, I will address it before the end of today. Stay tuned. So that's what has been happening so far. So what's happening? Hi, Shade, how are you? Thanks for coming back. So what I deduced from here is that they were doing fine. And what Peter is saying here is that Paul is coming across as if he is the one who is baking the bread, who is mixing the bread, who is buttering the bread, who is cooking the bread. Paul is claiming to be the one doing everything and he's not giving any credits to Peter. And Peter is not happy about it. And Peter felt like, since all these breakups, that what have we achieved as solo artists? I am doing great, Shade. How are you? Thanks for joining my live stream. So Peter is asking Paul that since they've separated, are you doing great as a solo artist? Is he also as Paul doing, as Peter doing well as a solo artist? Hi, Tolu, how are you? Thanks so much. How are you? How's your day? So are they doing well? Like those of you who know PSquare, do you think they are doing well as solo artists? Like from the question he was asking there. So in this write-up that he made, I think he's upset about the fact that Paul was not acknowledging him. Paul is claiming to be the one who writes everything. Paul is claiming he does 99.9% of everything that's got to do with PSquare. And Peter is saying that's absolutely wrong. That there are other songs that, according to what he wrote in that write-up, that what of all these other songs that I have done with you? Will you say they are failed songs as well? That you've never given him his own accolades, you've never given him his own flowers. That why is it like that? And in my own opinion, I know siblings, no matter how close siblings are, siblings will fight. Cindy Emmanuel, please like this live stream as you come, like and share. Welcome, guys. Siblings, no matter how old they are, they will always fall out and they will come back together. But in this regard, I think there's one person who is actually causing something in between them. And I feel like Peter is a family-oriented person because his wife and his children comes first. Any other person comes second. But for Peter, for Paul seems to carry everybody. Outside his family or whatever. Like Paul carries everybody inside bus. And what has that done for him today? He's onto his second marriage. Like, guys, I'm not shading him or anything like that. We're just talking and we're passing our opinions. And because of how he's been doing, like not being open to everybody, Jude, external people, he listens to people outside, what has that done to his home? He's no longer married to his first wife. He's now gone on to his second marriage. Meanwhile, Peter is still married to the woman whom his mother did not want him to marry. After the death of their mother, he went ahead to marry Lola, and they are both waxing stronger today. And besides, Lola is a very beautiful woman. And they've got kids. Their marriage is waxing, beautifully. Let me read comments. Shade said their older brother is a person behind it. So yeah. So that is Paul's third relationship. Wow. So let's go on to read. Shade said he has a son whom is 9 because the child is a sickler. Oh my god, that's not nice. Is this Paul, Shade? I want to believe this is Paul, right? So there's a video of I want us to listen to where Paul was claiming that he was the one in an interview that he's the one that wrote all the songs, that Peter got him arrested by the EFCC. So let's listen to this voice recording.
December last year. Wow. Wow, police.
All right, okay, Paul.
Was invited by the EFCC.
So this is Paul saying that Peter arrested him.
Against me and my other brother. And I did not expect, I never thought.
All right, so it is Paul. All right, okay. Paul is the one with the dreads. Yeah, okay. So this is Paul here, where he was granted an interview as to who arrested him, like that Peter arrested him with EFCC. But we are going to read that right up because Peter said he was going to come back and shed more light on that case of the EFCC. Okay?
But you're going to go to jail. I'm going to lock you up. Okay, what?
So this video is a long thing. So let me go and read. Let me read what Peter said in regards to the allegation that Paul made against him that he got him arrested by EFCC. It's a long thing, though. So this is the second write-up that Peter dropped. Shade said, Wahala has burst between Paula and Anita. They have unfollowed. Oh, yeah, I saw that post. They have unfollowed each other. I don't know what must have happened with them. I thought they were cooperating well. So what happened with them? They have unfollowed each other after Paul bought a mansion for his new cargo. Lubak Pari. But the new cargo is now the wife now, and she's expecting his baby. So why is Anita mad? Please like this live stream. So let's go to the reason to the part of Peter's story about the EFCC case. So he titled this one, I never attempted or tried to use the EFCC to arrest my twin brother Paul. So for those of you who don't know what EFCC, so EFCC is the Economic and Financial Crime Commission. So if your finances are not straightforward, these people will come and investigate you. So Inim said, please, how do I highlight the name? Like, so you do art, you know, your art, and then you write the name of the person. So this also, Peter dropped this today on his page. Like, I'm stalking his page because I really want to really know what's happening. But I think, in my own opinion, I know who is involved in their saga. So let me read this to you. So he said, before I tell you the whole story, here is what I need you all to understand. It's always surprising to me when people say PSquare is always bringing their family matters into the public eye. Let me clarify this. PSquare is not just a family. It's a public brand, but Peter, Paul, Jude, Anita, Ifeoma, Lola, and the rest of our family members are family. But PSquare is an entity that belongs to the public as much as it does belong to us, and I agree with him. Our fans have played a significant role in our success, so they have the right to know what's happening with their beloved brand, PSquare. That's why it's understandable when certain aspects of our lives are shared publicly. I agree with him. Now, let's get straight to the point. I want to make it clear that I never reported my twin brother Paul to the EFCC. I know many of you were disappointed when Paul accused me of doing so. He mentioned that I wrote a petition against him, which he claimed made the EFCC to ask him to provide a surety. This statement suggested that he was detained, which is not true. Shadi said the biggest mistake was not drafting a legal contract outlining duties. You know, we're going to be touching that on that. It's just the same thing between Danielson and McAngel comedies, okay? But these ones are brothers. You would think that stuff like that should not come in between them. You would think that something like that should not come in between them because they are families, they do things together. You think because they are siblings that they will be able to like solve their issues together, but that doesn't seem to be the way. So Peter continues saying, Peter, Paul, and Jude own a management company together called Northside Entertainment, which we use to manage all of PSquare's affairs. So one day, I discovered another company with a similar name, but this one was called Northside Music instead of Northside Entertainment. So Peter is saying that he discovered a secret business name called Northside Music, but their own that they all shared is Northside Entertainment. So he said, this surprised me. So I decided to investigate further. And guess what? To my shock, the founders and directors of this secret company were none other than Jude Okoye and his wife, Ifeoma Okoye. So Jude is their elder brother. And the registered address was the family home of Jude's wife. Still in shock, I knew I had to talk to Paul about it. I approached him multiple times, at least 4 different times, asking if he knew anything about this secret company and the whereabouts of some of PSquare royalties. Each time I met with him, he denied knowing anything about it. So this is coming to an issue of money. And when he was talking about royalty, so royalty will be whatever their music is bringing in for them. So he said, I want to set the record straight. I hereby challenge Paul or anyone else to show any petition that I, Peter Okoye, ever submitted against my twin brother Paul or that has Paul's name on it. So Peter is saying that he never submitted any petition to EFCC concerning Paul. So this is Peter saying he never wrote anything against his brother Paul to EFCC. He did not. So page 3 said, I am still writing this with so much shock because I gave clear instructions to my legal team with a standing order that under no circumstances should Paul be included in my petition. Their focus was to remain solely on the primary suspect, Jude Okoye, and his wife, Ifeoma Okoye. Shadi said, even if it's his family do contract, yes, too many Odogu bazookas. You're right. Hello, Choice TV. Good evening. How are you? And I doff my heart for what you've done so far, my queen. I'm still angry with you, but I know we'll do that in the inner room. But I really appreciate you for coming this evening, my queen. Thank you. So this write-up continues saying, Paul's recent interview about the EFCC incident contains a lot of lies. I watched and listened to Paul's interview. I was totally speechless, and I kept asking myself, how does Paul have the audacity to publicly tell lies like this, even with a respected and reputable agency like the EFCC? He claimed I petitioned him, but that's not something that ever happened to Paul. The truth is, this was something that actually happened to Jude. So it was Jude that Peter petitioned and not Paul. I hope you guys are coming with me. You're understanding this. In fact, Choice TV, God sees my heart. You know, after I saw your video, I was at work when I was listening to your video. After I saw it, my anger towards you melted. But I'm still going to drop you a voice message to let you know why I was angry with you. I was not angry with you because you apologized. So not at all. Not at all. In fact, I must say that I want your kind of behavior. I want to start doing things the way you do things, because me, I'm not the easiest person to. I don't easily give apology to people, but I want to emulate that from you. Choice. I want to emulate that thing that you did yesterday or today. I want to be like that, because for me to say sorry to people, they had me well, but I want to be like you. So don't worry, my queen, we go talk. So Peter is saying here that he did not petition Paul to EFCC. Instead, love you too, my queen. Instead, it was Jude that he petitioned to EFCC. But why did Paul come out to say Peter EFCC'd him? We are still reading the story. So the real story goes back to the shocking discovery I made. But what really got me very upset was finding out that for years, millions of dollars. Shadi said, Mom, if I please check your WhatsApp after. Okay, Shadi, I will do. So Peter said that the story really goes back to the shocking discovery that I made. But what really got me very upset was finding out that for years. Hello, Gatuso, how are you? Thank you so much, Gatuso. For years, millions of dollars and hundreds of millions. You guys heard that, oh? Millions of dollars and hundreds of millions of naira were secretly diverted into the secret company's account, Northside Music. And you remember from what I said, Northside Music was registered to Jude Okoye, and Jude Okoye is a brother to PSquare, to the twins. From our own company, the money was being moved from Northside Entertainment, which belonged to PSquare. The money was moved from there to this secret company opened and run by Jude Okoye called Northside Music. So it was practically moving money from PSquare's account of their music industry into a secret account that Peter found out that was owned by Jude and his wife. So, like I told you guys earlier on, that this is a case of money, embezzlement. So this was not just a minor issue, I agree. It was a massive betrayal that had been going on for several years. And then he continued, I understand that Paul is angry because I took this matter to the EFCC, and I understand why. However, bearing in mind that I have met Paul and Jude separately and tried to discuss this matter, and it yielded me with no positive answer. In fact, the last time I approached Paul, the conversation got heated up, and he said, and I quote, Peter, go and do your worst. I'm sure I heard that story then. At this stage, I was left with no other choice but to report to the authorities and take legal actions. I would have done the same too. Jude was then detained after being questioned. He came clean and admitted that he had been diverting millions of dollars of our money to this secret company that he and his wife were the director of. All of Jude's bank accounts were immediately frozen. He was eventually released on bail after he managed to provide a surety and met other bail conditions. Meanwhile, further investigations are still going on up till now. So they are still investigating that case of embezzlement. Paul's name was never mentioned in the petition. Was never mentioned in the petition because he was never a director of this secret company, okay? Unless there is something he is hiding from all of us, exactly. Unless Paul is hiding something that Peter does. Paul was only invited for questioning, just like Jason Unjoku of Iroko TV, Amaju Pinnick, and others who have transactional dealings with Northside Music. The EFCC investigation found out that Northside Music has been secretly collecting PSquare's royalty over the years. So, who is behind that company? The twin brothers. The Egbon is the one that has been, stealing money. These royalties money were sent to a bureau de change, then transferred to Jude's account, personal bank accounts. A closer look at Jude's account statement revealed that once the money entered his personal account, there were multiple transactions where he was splitting the funds equally with Paul without Peter. So Jude is taking money from the twins' joint business company, send it to bureau de change. He collected the money, transferred it to his own personal account, and is giving money to Paul. Splitting money with Paul. Money that he should be splitting between both of them, between Peter and Paul, is now giving to only Paul and not giving to Peter. So he said there were multiple transactions where he was splitting the funds equally with Paul without Peter. This naturally led to some questions. If I find out such as well, I will question it. I will raise dust. So he continues saying that after Jude confessed to diverting the funds, he also told the EFCC that the money he had been sending to Paul for several years wasn't about sharing money behind Peter's back. Instead, it was money he owed Paul from the sale of their house in America. Shadi said, this reminds me of when Beyonce fired. Exactly. These were the things that Peter was citing that, come, Jude, you don't have to be our manager. Beyonce fired her father and find another person. So we are going to get there, Shadi. So he claimed that Jude said that the money was from the house he sold in America, which he was gradually paying back the loan. This is the reason why Paul has been telling everyone that EFCC has cleared him, as if I ever wanted him to get into trouble with EFCC. So looking at this write-up, EFCC did not have any problem with Paul. It was Jude who they arrested. Obviously, from the investigation they were carried out on Jude, they found that Paul was linked with what they were investigating Jude for. But Paul built a new mansion in the US. So exactly. So I mean, Peter has every right to query the money coming out of their royalties that he was not aware of, and it's now going to a company he secretly found out belonged to their brother, who is supposedly their director or their manager. So he continues saying that the story is very long, but I will tell it all in due time. For now, I will stop here until EFCC sends the final report to my legal team. Once that happens, before heading to the law court, I will make the exact petition that doesn't include Paul's name public, okay? I will also release the EFCC final reports, receipts, and other documents related to this secret company, including the CAC registration, bank transactions, and bank statement that Jude set up with his wife, Ifeoma Okoye. May God help us all. So you guys heard what that write-up was all about. So gave Evie a new car. So what is that local champion saying? Exactly. So what's happening here is the fact that in all this write-up and in all I've seen, it is their big brother that is the problem here. So now, Peter doesn't want Jude to manage them anymore. Peter doesn't want Jude to manage them anymore. He said now that he's no longer in the action, Jude is now trying to stay in place as PSquare. Peter is saying there can never be any PSquare without Peter and Paul. So if Peter is coming out today to come and sell something as PSquare, it can never go ahead if Paul is not involved. And if Paul is coming out to say anything or to do anything with PSquare name, it can never go ahead without Peter. So it's like PSquare stands together. And there was a time Jude went on to book a show for Paul under PSquare. Peter came out and he turned everything into Mama put fire for water, they call it, whatever they call it. It scattered everything, say that no, it's not going to go ahead. Jude went on to book a show in the US under PSquare for Paul. Peter dabaru everything, saying no, it's not. So what Peter wants in regards to this going forward is the fact that he wants Jude to hands off be their manager. He wants Jude not to be their manager anymore. And then after Peter dropped this right up, Paulo Yabo Ojo's partner said he tagged PSquare, he tagged Jude, he tagged all of them, saying that really, really sad. The sooner we know this life is nothing, the better we start loving ourselves. And Yabojo commented saying God's intervention needed. So if you are stopping, obviously, because yes, you must have maybe saved your own life savings to support them, to help them to where they are now. And thinking about the involvement of this their brother Jude, I think it's time what entitlement as a family. It is not everything you should be entitled to because you've done something for somebody. So let's say, for instance, now I contributed 100% to my sisters going to university. So now I should not say that because my kids' sisters are now making it big, that I must be the determinant, be the person making decisions over their lives. Because I took that part of their aspect of their life, does it now mean that I must always have a say over their lives? Does it now mean because I see them through school, does that mean that I will have a decision to make on how they spend their money or what they do with their money or what they do with their lives? No. Yes, at that time, I stood in place for them to be able to achieve what they achieved. And now, seeing that they are doing well, I can take the back seat, take a step back, and watch them continue to excel. That's what Jude should do. So now that the involvement of Jude is causing fracas between both of them, it is best that Jude step aside. Let them bring an external party to become their manager. And if this issue continues, then we will know who is the problem amongst the twin. Because there's a video here where Jude was saying he doesn't know what he did to Peter. I want to believe that after reading this write-up that his brother dropped, that he will understand what Peter has against him. So Peter is claiming that Jude does not like his wife, obviously because their late mom, may God rest her soul, was not happy with Lola, was not happy with Peter wanted to marry Lola. But obviously their mom passed away. Peter went ahead to marry Lola because that was who he wanted. And look at them today, their marriage is waxing stronger. And for the fact that Peter went ahead to marry Lola, it's been alleged that Jude was not happy that Peter went ahead to marry Lola. And what is Lola's offense? Because Lola is much older than Peter. Come on, age is just numbers. Look at Jude, look at Peter, Paul and Ifeoma now. Do you know how many years is in between both of them? But then it's okay when a man marries a younger woman. But then when it is not okay when a man marries a much older woman. This is our society. May God help us. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And also, there's this song as well called Bank Alert. I think Onyeka Owenu, may God rest her soul, featured in that song. And also, Mr. Ibu also featured in that song. So let me read a story for you about that song. So it says that Onyeka Owenu and Mr. Ibu didn't want to shoot Bank Alert video because the song was mine and not PSquare Rudeboy. So this is Paul saying that he was the one that owns that song, Bank Alert. And when he wanted to shoot the video, he invited Mr. Ibu and Onyeka Owenu to come and star in the video, but both of them refused, saying if you don't involve your brother Peter, they would not feature in that video. So it says Bank Alert in quote was meant to be my song as Rudeboy. So Rudeboy is Paul. But Onyeka Owenu and Mr. Ibu told me that they won't be on that video if my brother Peter wasn't included. I wrote that song when we had issues. And I'm the one who wrote 99% of PSquare songs. So this is Paul saying that he wrote all of PSquare songs. He's not giving any of those flowers to Peter. Shadi said, should just step aside and take. Exactly. That's my opinion as well. You should step aside, let both of them be. There's no family member that does not quarrel. There are no siblings that do not quarrel. As time goes on, if the older sibling thinks that, oh, I might be a stumbling block or I might be the reason why these two are quarreling, let me step away from them and watch them from afar. That doesn't mean that if you see there's something that could harm them, that you won't step in. But in this regard, you know why they are quarreling. And Paul will not continue with PSquare if Jude is not there. And Peter is saying, no, I will not be a part of PSquare if Jude is there. So, what's going on? I think Jude should just step away. With all these things that Peter has found out, that is siphoning their money to a secret account, you know what? I'm sorry to say this. It's not a fact, but that secret account, I want to believe that Paul knows about that account. Shade said, never do business with family or anyone without legal binding contract and a trusted, reliable account management firm to deal with the finance. Exactly. None of them should handle money. They should employ an accountant. It's just like I was saying, Shade, it's the same thing with that Danielson, Igwe, and Mark Angel. Do you know what happened with both of them? They never drew any contract. At the end of the day, Mark Angel outsmart Danielson Igwe, gave him a certain contract to sign, which means that after he has settled it with 10 million naira, he will not have any claim over anything that belongs to Mark Angel anymore. Assuming the guy gets sense, he should have said, oh, let me go and give this letter to my lawyer to read. If the lawyer tell me I sign them, I will sign and bring her back. But no, he went ahead without having full understanding of what were in those letters he was signing. So now they said Mark Angel is the richest comedian in Africa or in Nigeria. And then Igwe is rotting away, smelling away with his little drama. So, for the fact that they are siblings, yes, they should have drafted a contract. There should have been a contract of, okay, they should split their wages or whatever they earn based on the role they both take. Maybe the person who is writing the song will get more money, or maybe the person who sing the song, like they should be on percentages. Okay, if Paul is claiming that he's the one that was writing the song, all right, okay, fine. So who is coming and so pay Paul based on the fact that he's the one writing the songs. So how much then will now be paid to somebody who is singing, who is coming up with the dance ideas, who is coming with the choreographers? So who is the brain behind all the dances? Pay that person according to that. So let's say, for example, Peter is the one who's bringing about all the dance. I'm just saying, for example, let's say Peter is the one who's bringing all the dance moves, who is bringing all the beats. So we know that's Peter's responsibility. So pay him according to his roles. If it's Paul that is writing all the songs, pay Paul royalties based on the fact that he's the one writing the songs. But then, at the end of the day, if Paul is now saying that he's the one who has written 99% of PSquare songs, how about emotional support? All the support of brainstorming. For as long as no contract was written between both of them, whatever they own, whatever they earn, should be split equally. It should be split equally. And their brother, who is their manager, should be paid as a manager, not as a brother. Their brother, who is their manager, Jude, should be paid if they were to bring in an external person to be their manager. So moving forward, I think the best thing is for Jude to step aside, leave both of them alone. Don't interfere because, like I said, PSquare is a brand on its own. So let's keep reading this bank alert. So Onyeka Onwenu and Mr. Ibu were the two parents that played in the bank alert video. I remember the last time I spoke with Onyeka Onwenu, that was when I was planning bank alert video. I don't even want to say what I'm about to say, but I have to say it. When I reached out to her, I told her that the song wasn't for PSquare, but for me as Rudeboy. She asked me why I was excluding my brother and said, let's just forget about it. Then she brought me the clearance paper and everything. Since I sampled part of a song, then she gave me a date that, but it wasn't suitable for Mr. Ibu. Then we set a new date, and Onyeka Onwenu was like, Alpha, let your brother be on that song. And I told her that it was Rudeboy's song and not PSquare's song because I wrote it alone. So she said she won't come if I don't include my brother. People don't want to be a part of them. People they've always known together don't want to work single-handedly with them as solo artists. So that's what's happening here. Onyeka Onwenu, may God rest her soul, you don't want to work with them as solo artists, but as PSquare. And I think that is an elder who is trying to bring them together. That was what Onyeka Onwenu was trying to do there. She knew they were beefing, but as an elder, she decided that, okay, if you want me in this video, and because you've sapped some of my song in this music, you must bring your brother along into the song. That is what an elder will do. And Onyeka Onwenu did that. And, they both sang that song and all of that went well. So, there's so many things out here. And I felt like, on a normal day, moving forward, I felt Jude should step aside with these allegations that have been leveled against Jude. And like I said, I'll be surprised if Paul is not aware of that other secret account, of that secret music industry. I'll be surprised. I won't be surprised. Let's say I won't be surprised if Paul it's not aware, because if both of them are partying together and you are deserting your brother, saying no, that if Jude is not on the table, you're not going to do anything with your brother. So let's just watch as this drama unfolds. Anyway, Mr. Red Bra, we are concluding now. I just want this live stream to be an hour. Mr. Red Bra came out and gave Paul woto woto. So I'm just going to read the write-up. I'm not going to play the video. So Mr. Red Bra said, Paul, your biggest spiritual problem be say, you think Peter they compete with you, and Peter said he is not competing with him. Please like this live stream. We are rounding up in 10 minutes. Peter's response to you has showed he dey more spiritually mature. Dear Paul, God say make I tell you, if you continue, Mr. Red Bra has turned to Prophet Jeremiah now. He said Peter's response to you has showed he dey more spiritual mature. Dear Paul, God say make I tell you, if you continue like this, wetin happen to your first igbeyawo, that is Peter's first marriage, will go happen to his new igbeyawo. God forbid that. God forbid that. Because Ifeoma is a young lady, that is her first marriage. So we want our marriage to work with Paul. So we don't pray that anything happens in their union. You need to borrow wisdom from your brother. Truth is, without PSquare, both you and Peter are upcoming singer will get money, and that's a fact, because this music industry is growing rapidly. It's growing rapidly, and both of them now, if you age is not on their side, age is not on their side. The way they are able to jump and dance and do all those dance moves, as over the next few years, they won't be able to do that anymore because of their age. Look at Usher Raymond. You know how Usher Raymond used to dance and jump and does that. Age is coming onto his side, and there was a clip of Usher Raymond that I was listening to. He said he's starting to grow really. I can't remember the word he used, because the music industry is revolting. New artists are coming in, young ones who even sings better. And how Usher Raymond's song, or how Usher Raymond's voice used to sound like, is aging. So his voice is not going to remain the same again. Just like Celine Dion. You know how Celine Dion used to sing all those beautiful songs with that beautiful voice. She's growing. Her voice is not going to remain the same again. The likes of Phil Collins, the likes of Babyface, when they used to sing when they were much younger, they are growing. Their voice is not going to stay the same anymore. And there are new artists coming on who are doing something similar to what they are doing. So the world is not like me now. Gen Z people like me, maybe not Gen Z. I've lived over so many decades. Obviously, I'm an 80s baby. So I've gone from the likes of listening to Babyface, listening to Celine Dion, to now listen to new upcoming artists now. I still listen to old school R&Bs. I listen to R&Bs from 1980s, 1970s. I still listen to Phil Collins. I still listen to Michael Bolton. But then I'm listening to new upcoming artists as well. So Shadi said, Mom, one thing I've learned from all this is we should be wise and diligent in all we do. Exactly. And whatever is not yours, don't take it. Whatever is not yours, don't take it. Be like this. Or where, let your hands be like this. Clean. Peter is smarter than Paul, and it's obvious. Absolutely. Absolutely. A man who holds his family, like one person advised me that, your parents give back to 5 of you. Each of you are a tree on your own. So me being a tree, I have branches, and those branches are my own children and my husband. My other siblings are a tree on their own, and their own children and their own family that they make are their branches. So make sure that you are pampering your branches, because you are a tree on your own. You can't desert your own branches and go and be tending to somebody else's branches now. So I think this is what Peter is doing here. He's protecting his territory. He's protecting his own branches. But Paul is using one hand to cover his own branches, but he's not covering his branches well. Hence why all he's been experiencing is happening. So let me finish this right up by Mr. Redbra. So Mr. Redbra said, both you and Peter are upcoming singer will get money. Nigerians don't care about who writes songs. Nigerians don't care who writes song pass or dance pass. They only care about PSquare, both of you as one. And that's what Peter they try to educate you about. Yes, that is what Peter is trying to educate, that people don't care about who write the song. People don't care about who dance better. People don't care about who have the best soul, whatever they want to call it, the rhythm. people know you at PSquare, both of you together doing the same thing because that's how they know you. So, like I said, now you know what I like. This world is moving faster. This world is not waiting for anybody. In 5 years' time, now they will not be able to do all this song they're doing because there are other smart. You know, there's Rema, there's Ashake, there's like upcoming artists whose songs are bangers. Look at Ari Star now. Is that her name? She sings really well. Before we know it now, that one, in fact, that one is already competing with Tiwa Savage. If Aria Star now, if she sings now, if she sings Tiwa, most of this generation will gravitate towards Aria Star first before gravitating towards Tiwa Savage. So I said, Peter is speaking true lawyer. Yes, Paul is giving live interview and saying nonsense. Absolutely. Absolutely. So with that being said, like I've said, let Jude step away. Even though, like I said, Peter said he's already investigated and he found out that Jude is stealing their money. That's just the word. Let's just put it as it is. Jude is stealing their money. Let Jude step aside because he's not been truthful in his dealings with them. And I pray that it is not too late for Paul to realize what Jude is actually doing to them. I will say for now, Peter is doing well for himself, okay? He has a clothing line called Zip Republic. He is currently launching a new show. And he's coming out with a new album as well. So he's doing well. Paul also is doing well on his own, but then we all know who is the real deal here. We all know who is the real deal here. Anyway, I'm going to round up, guys. Peter is speaking through lawyer. Paul is giving live interview and saying nonsense. Exactly, I believe Peter is trying to educate Paul, and the sooner Paul open his ears and listen, the better for him. The better for him because they are losing lots of they are losing their popularity. I think the last time they came back together, people did not really gravitate towards them because obviously people were thinking, you guys will come together. Like they've been separated 5 times. They come back and broke up 5 times. So the 5th time they came back, the energy was not there anymore. Their fans were not feeling their energy anymore. Like they did a live show. It was not the energy was just not there because people did not gravitate towards them because now people will start gravitating towards them. Then in 5 months' time, you will break up again. So they've been broken up 5 times. And just like people have been like, why are you all bringing your social media? And I understand what Peter said there, that the public are invested in PSquare. So we need to bring this out so you guys know what is happening. It is not that deep inside out thing that is matter. It is what is bringing division into what the public know them for. So I just said, Mr. Islander will be wearing red brand next year. Will be irrelevant in a month. Exactly. Oladimeji Sadiq. Hi, Mr. Oladimeji. I love the way you do your show. Keep it up going. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And Peter has his own beast. Exactly. You know what? I was looking at his page. He launched a clothing line, and he's doing well for himself. And his family is holding his family well. And I just pray that I would really love to see both of them back together. But the possibility of that happening again is slim. Because if Paul says that Jude has to be there, then Peter will keep saying, hell no, that's not going to happen. So anyway, I'm going to round up now. So there's going to be another show tomorrow. I don't even know what show I want to talk because there's a lot. Like people where they do all this back-to-back updating video. Like, how do you guys do it? I'm already struggling. I have lots of topics I've saved on my phone that I really want us to do live stream about. I'm struggling already. So I think the one I want to talk next will be Bobrisky. Bobrisky has been dropping some fire, beautiful pictures, but we can still see his old boy. Yeah, I saw his old boy. So I'm going to schedule that live. So it's going to be tomorrow again, same time tomorrow again. We're going to schedule that live. So I'm going to be bringing it like that. I don't want to be bringing more than one live stream a day. So guys, let me know what or maybe I should leave it up to you guys. Tonto were to give statement. So I think we will treat Tonto's case as well. So guys, let me know in the comment section before I go which of them. Hello, Bangos TV, how are you? So let me know what topic you want me to cover. Do you want me to do Tonto DK's own first before Bobrisky, or we do Bobrisky first and then Uncle Bob is that's what I'm saying, Shade. So which one should I cover tomorrow? Should we cover Tonto DK tomorrow or Bobrisky? Guys, let me know your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Banigos, we are just rounding up, but if you get the chance, you can watch back. If not, that's fine. We're just talking about PSquare and their brother that is stealing and chopping their money. and his line is a full. No, Bobrisky is not a full female. If you look at that lingerie, is it lingerie? I can't even pronounce lingerie. If you look at his most recent shot where he was wearing that cream something, the way he packaged his Mr. Man, you can see it's there. You can see his pokuru for there. I even commented that I can see Mr. Man's gym also. In that clips, let me see if I can show you guys here. I can see his manpower. I saw his manpower, even though he tried to wrap it. I still saw his manpower. Let me go and find Bobrisky. And be careful with my comment so it doesn't give me blocking. Okay, we will do Tonto tomorrow, and then we will do Mommy of Lagos on Wednesday. I'm off on Wednesday, so Tonto tomorrow, and then we'll do Mommy of Lagos on Wednesday. So it's gonna be the same time tomorrow, 7:45 p.m. UK time. So it will give me enough time to no be exactly don't be small gym house. I'm telling you that you guys that his Sporocon is still there. No matter how he packs it. Look at from these clips, you can see it. Look at it there. Look at it there. Look at it. Can you guys even see where I'm pointing at? See his Sporocon there. His Sporocon is still there. Look at it there. See, it's still there. There was another one where he was walking. Look at this one. Look at this one really well. You see his Sporocon is still there. You can see it. Even though he tried to cross his leg, his gym house is still there. He's still there. And you all know in court, he said that he's still a man. This is the clips I was talking about. You guys watch that clips and tell me that you can't see his gym house. Can you see his gym house? Let me know in the comment section if you can see his gym house. No matter how much he taped it down, it's still there. You think Nigerian people that like him will go and remove that manpower? They will never remove that manpower. Lie. They can't remove that manpower. So, like I said, from this video, it's obviously clear that he still got his gym house. See, look at it. It's still there. Mr. Mangbola is still there. But because you are laughing, the Gbola is still there. So we will do Mommy of Lagos on Wednesday. So I'm gonna go look for a title and then I'll get my thumbnail ready. I've downloaded all of these videos, so we're gonna be talking about it. Okay, because when Bobrisky was arraigned in court, they asked him what does he appear that. He said he's a male. He said he's a male, and the way his breast, the way his boobie is growing. Tomorrow his boob will look smaller. Next tomorrow the thing will shoot out again. I don't know if he has already done boobies or not. I don't want to believe that he's done the boobie. I don't believe he's done boobie. He's probably wearing this thing that they normally wear. I think that's what he's wearing. Maybe he actually did the hips, but I don't believe that he's done boobie. Tell me, there's nothing you can tell me. This is Sporocon. His gym house is still there. Look at that. See. Normally, when you look at that side of a woman, it's like a camel's mouth. That's the best way to describe it. It's like a camel's mouth, but his own is not like, it's not camel's mouth. You can see that swelling. That swelling is there. Anyway, guys, let me round up. Thank you so much to each and every one of you who have been here today. I really appreciate you all. Yes, you are right. Thank you, Zimeji. His gym house is still there. There's nothing anybody can tell me. His gym house is still there. Because in a woman is always going to be like this. Let me show you with my drawing. A woman's own will always be like that. No matter how tight your underwear or how loose your underwear is, this is how a woman's own will be. But his own, you can see the bulge. This is Bobrisky's own. You can still see that Sporocon there. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining my live stream today. If you're just joining me, please, if you have the time, feel free to watch back, engage with this content. I really appreciate it, guys. I really, really appreciate it, okay? I mean, they know they pay us too much salary. So whatever I see from you watching all of my content is what I'll be able to, so they do fine, get small. So please like this video, comment according to, comment your opinion, what you think about what has been said, what your opinion are. Do you think Jude should go or do you think Jude should stay? And for me, for the fact that there's evidence to prove that Jude has been chopping their money, Jude should go. Yes, Operation Jude must go. So let me know your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. And if you've watched till now and you've not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? And also let me know the kind of health talk or topic you would like me to discuss. So like I said, I'm going to do it like maybe a Zoom video, and I'll upload it so that you guys can watch. I know, take, learn from there. So there's going to be a health segment on my channel now where I'm going to be talking about high blood pressure. We're going to be talking about lung function. We're going to be talking about the effects of smoking on your lungs. We're going to be talking about physical and health care. I mean, physical and well-being. Physical and health and well-being. We're going to be talking about all of that. So let me know what topic you would like. I want to start with the blood pressure, and also we're going to be discussing all this issue of people slumping and suddenly dying, and what you can do if you approach somebody who suddenly slumped. What you can do, like the first thing you should do. We're going to be talking about that. So I'm going to be bringing all of those things. So Shade is giving me topic there, the saga of the Mummy of Lagos. Let me write it down so I don't forget, the saga of Mummy of Lagos. And surprisingly, he has been liking Tonto DK's post. The post that Tonto DK has made in the past 3 days, he have been seeing Bobrisky liked. So are they now trying to collaborate together again? Are they now trying to collaborate together again? Mummy of Lagos. So I've got a title there. So I'm going to go draw up I'm going to go do my thumbnail now. So Bob claimed, so I just said Bob can lie. Bob claimed he got his. I don't think so. He's not done it. It's a lie. Jude should not give. Yeah, he should give all that money back, because I want to believe that they are paying him for the services given to them as the manager. So he should pay that money back. He has to pay the money back and go with his mango. So I said, why women and men should get annual? Yes, okay, we are going to be doing all of that. He apologized to Tonto. Tonto should not allow him back. And they are friends now. Okay. Okay, he apologized to Tonto. Now, wow, I did not get that G. So Tonto should just keep him at arm's length. They are friends now. Okay, so Shade said, why women and men should get annual monthly checkup. Okay. Why women and men should get monthly. Let me take a photo of this. So nowadays, I'm tired of writing stuff that I don't know. God save me that I'm no longer at uni. Because to be writing notes will be very, very stressful. Let me take a picture of this so I know the title. Okay, guys. So thank you so much. I'm going to round up now. It's time for our night prayers. So my kids are already praying. So thank you so much to each and every one of you. I really appreciate you for being a part of this live stream. Fibroid awareness. All right, okay. I'm good. Oh, Shade, you want to give me work to do? Yeah, I'll be discussing that because I actually suffered from fibroid myself. But yeah, we'll talk about that. The importance of pelvic scans. Okay. So yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna, that means I'm gonna be carrying out my own research, and from what I've shared, and also anything that I'm gonna be bringing to you guys, I'll be giving you the links where you can also go and carry out your own further reading so you understand better. Because I'm just gonna be giving everything in summary, not like in detailed. So I'm only a nurse. I'm not trained to diagnose. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much, guys. Please like this live stream, share, subscribe if you're pre-diabetes. Yeah, I actually love the pre-diabetes one. I've just completed I've just submitted my last 2 essays because I took a course on I took a course on the complications of diabetes. So yeah, thank you, Shade. I'll take note of that. So with that being said, thank you so much, guys. I'm not going to hold much of your time. So Shade, I'm going to check your message now because it's this phone that has that your message is going to go into. So I'll check the message and I'll reply to you. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. And I hope to see you guys again tomorrow by 7:45. And if there's any topic you want me to discuss, feel free to send me a DM on my Instagram. My Instagram handle is the same as Thatmumof5. And you should also go check me out on TikTok. On TikTok, I am known as Just Doing Me. So that me is MII, Just Doing Me, MII. So go follow me on TikTok massively. And I hope to see you all tomorrow. And do have a lovely evening or whatever time it is, wherever you are watching me from. Thank you so much and adios.